Thank you, ma'am. Good morning, one and all. All the other participants kindly mute yourselves. So, good morning. It gives me immense pleasure in welcoming our chief guest. So, Dr. Muthukumaran M. He is presently working as an associate professor in the Center of Research and Innovations Network, Institute of Engineering and Technology, Chitkara University, Punjab, India. He has almost 17 plus years of experience, including IT industry, teaching, and rich research experience. He has received PhD full-time in CSE. He is received as a Senior Research Fellowship under the funded project of the Board of Research in Nuclear Sciences, Mumbai, India. He has published more than 15 research articles in reputed journals and conferences. He has filed 2 patents in intellectual property India. He has edited a book entitled Machine Vision Inspection Systems, Volume 1, published, and Volume 2 in the process, draft early publications. His specialization is in the areas of digital image processing, pattern recognition, machine learning, and deep learning. His area of interests include developing machine vision inspection tools, radiography, thermography, medical remote sensing image processing. And he is a member of IEEE Chennai, Association for Computing Machinery New York, Indian Society for Non-Destructive Testing Chennai, etc. His work include machine vision inspection systems screener, edge and region segmentation in high-resolution aerial images using improved kernel density estimation, a hybrid approach journal of intelligent and fuzzy systems, etc. His peer review includes review activity for abstract and applied analysis, review activity for IEEE Access, review activity for IGI Global Book Chapter peer reviews, etc. I welcome you to the webinar, sir. Over to you. Please,
Thank
sir.
you. Thanks for your introduction, ma'am. Shall I start?
Yes, sir, you can start.
Hi. Good morning to dear faculty members, research scholars and students. First of all, I would like to thank Dr. MGP Institute of Technology, Management of MGP Institute of Technology, and convener and organizers. So in this webinar on the topic of the art of writing a best research paper, on the topic of this, I'm going to share my research experience for a couple of hours. I hope I'm audible to you all. I hope.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Audible.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. So before entering this presentation, nowadays most of the research scholars and beginners, that is PhD beginners, struggling to write, how to write, and where to start the papers, manuscripts while writing the research article. So I hope this presentation will help you. I am going to give some tips and suggestions based on my own experience. So this is my presentation roadmap. Another couple of hours we are going to discuss about these topics. So here the types of research before we start the core topic. So we need to understand the types of research article, and then the most important in groundwork. So before starting manuscript writing, there is a drafting. So we have to do some groundwork based on this. So find your research area, define your research problem, tentative abstract. We have to define our tentative abstract, find a target journal, checking the grade and quality of the journal. So these are the groundwork before writing, before starting your manuscript. Okay. So after that, so some supporting topics also I am going to cover. That is tools for plotting graphs. So what are the tools are available for plotting graphs, and also how to prepare a quality figures for publication purpose. Okay. So these are the supporting topics. And finally, post drafting. After drafting, so we are going to discuss about what are the checklists while communicating manuscript, and finally how to respond reviewers' comments. So in this presentation, I am trying to cover so all the topics. So I will try my level best. So here, before entering this, we need to understand what are the types of journal or scientific articles. So these are all the major article types. So not limited to this. So many types are there, but I am focusing some important types of articles. That is original research article, a review article, short communication or letter. We can say short communication or letter. Depends upon the journal. They will calling short communication or letter. Case studies, book chapters, conference purpose and conference purpose. So these are the major article types. Okay. So in this presentation, I am going to concentrate on original research article. So in this way, my topics will be there. Okay. So, but we have to, that is for awareness purpose, I am giving the some introduction about all the types of articles. Okay. So here in the original research article, it is a detailed original study, that is unique investigation. Okay, so this is the important point. It should be unique investigation. So based on original research proposed by purpose author, that is whatever we propose, it should be a original research, and it is called primary literature. We can say it is a primary literature because we are going to do a research on the initial stage, there is innovation point of view. So we can say this is a primary literature. So based on research question, so it should be raw data, experiment or implementation and analysis. Okay, based on your research question, that is based on your research definition. Okay, that is problem definition. So it should be delivers each step of the study, like abstract, methodology, analysis, result and discussions. So finally conclusion. So this is the basic structure of original research article, and it can be 3,000 to 6,000 words, and it is purely depends upon your chosen journal also. So this is the basic structure. So we should note here that is a unique investigation and it is a primary literature. In conflict, in review article, so it should be a specific topic. Okay, because it is has been already done, okay, by some other authors. So we are taking the based on the existing published articles, we are doing some literature review and presenting on our paper. So that it is called secondary literature. Okay, so in the original research article, it should be unique and primary literature. In the review article, it can be called a specific topic and secondary literature. So you can choose any topic. So for that, you can extract, you can collect some papers on the same topic, and you can analyze each and every purpose and present it in the your paper, your manuscript. So it is called secondary because already done by some other authors. Okay, so it can be summarization of existing articles on specific topic. Okay, and also we need to give current state of understanding. So you have to give some gaps analysis, gap analysis of existing method. So what is the current state of art right now? Okay, like that the review article will be. And it delivers available information from existing works and their research gaps. Okay, this is very important in the review article. That is, research gap should be presented in the manuscript. So it can be 5,000, more than 5,000 words, and it is also depends upon the journal, chosen journal. So in the short communication or letter, so it is also original and significant. Here one more thing, significant rapid research report. Okay, it should be original and also significant rapid research report, and it should be a current state of art methodologies. So if you take current, for example, if you take any related to COVID research area, so that is state of art now. So it is significant rapid research report should be presented in the short communication or letter. Okay, so it is also based on material, cutting edge experiment, novelty in procedure or system. Okay, so there is no separate sections are available. So you can create your own sections like material, cutting edge experiment, novelty in the procedure for this short communication or letter. So it should be abstract and directly go to the body of content. So already I told you there is no that is mandatory sections are not available in the short communication or letter, and it should be less than 3,000 words. And come to the case studies. Case studies, most of the case studies are belongs to the medical research area. Okay, so it should be a scenarios or cases, based on cases. Okay, so report should be entire flow of the case. We can say it is a primary literature because we are going to study, or we are going to observe the cases or scenarios, and accordingly we have to write our article. Okay, so it is similar to original article. Okay, but it is practical implementation is required. So that is most probably it is implemented. The case studies are comes from the medical field. Okay, so this is also 3,000 to 6,000 words. Okay, we can say. Book chapters. So book chapters is nothing but covered wide area. So it should be depends upon the call for book, that is based on the book, the specific topic. We have to cover the wide area of the specific topic. Okay, that is edited book, we can say. So from the based on scope of the edited book, we have to write our book chapters. So it should be written in detail, including introduction, literature review, and methods. And also it should be covered wide area. Okay, wide area. It is purely depends on the scope of the edited book. Okay, so it can be more than 10,000 words, because generally the book chapter should be minimum 15 pages. That is, or minimum 20 pages, or maximum 35 or 40 pages they are asking, so that we need maximum more than 10,000 words. And finally, conference papers. I hope all of you are aware. So it contains both the writing and presentation point of view. So whenever you're writing your conference paper, the content of the conference paper should be, that is a writing manner and also the presentation manner also. Okay, and it should have less elaborative than the journal article, because this is a conference paper. Generally, the conference paper should be less than 3,000 words and 3 pages or maximum 6 pages only, so that we can give less elaborative than the journal article. So it will be published in the conference proceedings, and maybe later it will indexed in some other indexing database also. So it is suitable for beginners in research field. So the beginners can try initially the conference paper, then go to journal paper. Okay, so it's less than 3,000 words. So we came across some types of articles. So now I am starting to groundwork. So what are the groundwork required before starting the manuscript? So one of the groundwork is how to find research area. Okay. So initially, before starting your article, it is need to find research area. It is need to define your research problem, and you have to find our target journal also. So these are the important point before you are starting manuscript. Okay. So here I am giving some tips. So before starting your manuscript, so the finding the research area. So collect your early semester subjects. So if you came across, actually definitely you came from postgraduate courses. So you collect your postgraduate courses and list all the core and elective subjects separately. So there you can find your specific area. Okay. Here this triangle I am giving, flow chart here I am giving. So first of all, you go through early semester subject and then find specific subject. And on the specific subject, you can list a specific area and make a choice. After that, you make a choice and choose your research area. So this is the best way to find our research area. I'm giving some example here. So these are all the example of some core subject and elective subjects. Here in the core subjects, you can find neural networks, architecture and application, mobile computing, data mining. So these are the core subject. definitely you came across these subjects, and elective subjects also artificial intelligence, digital signal processing or image processing, network security, cloud computing. So you have to list out this core subject and elective subject. So from here you can choose your specific subject. That is, take some time to think. Definitely you will get for any subject, any related subject among this one. Among these one, you can get a spark. For example, you can familiar with artificial intelligence, or you can familiar with machine learning, or you can familiar with data mining or and data warehousing. Okay, definitely you will get some spark on the particular subject. Okay, so now you take some time. Okay, and find a specific subject. Okay, so here I am giving digital image processing because I am my background is digital image processing. So I'm giving this example. So I found digital image processing is my specific subject. Okay, so after that, collect some research area on specific subject. So you found your specific subject, you can collect some research area. Okay, research area from the specific subject. So what are the sources are available? Many sources are available. I am giving some list of sources from existing articles, that is recent articles. Just to go through 2020 2019 articles related to digital image processing, and collect more papers on digital image processing, and go through some abstract only. Okay, no need to enter into the body of the article, just to go to the abstract. And another one important is you can get from newsletter of the reputed societies. Okay, so definitely it is available online, all the newsletters of the ACM, IEEE, Springer, etc. So from the newsletters, they are included. Actually, they are including the recent state of art methods and new innovative methods. Okay, so that you can identify the new trend on that newsletters. And again, one more thing is call for proposals, and you can find the research topics, that is research area, on the call for proposals from the reputed agency like DST, so Science and Technology, DRDO, ISRO, BRNS, IGCAR. So many research organizations are there in India. So you can find the state of art or the research area on the call for proposals. So finally, the fourth one is international conference, the proceedings organized by reputed societies. Okay, so from the conference also, definitely you will get some ideas on the conference proceedings. Okay, so you can find the research area on that conference proceeding also. So finally, ultimately, from your supervisor, you can get the research area based on your chosen specific subject. Okay, that is digital image processing. You can supervise, your supervisor can give you a research area to you. Okay, so these are all the main sources to find our research area. So review some convenient research area. Okay, make a choice. So after you have gone through these sources, so you just list the research area. Okay, for example, in the digital image processing, many research areas are there. So I am giving some examples. So on digital image processing, so I am listed some research area: pre-processing, that is noise removal, smoothing, sharpening, enhancing images. This is one of the research area, and segmentation is one of the research area. Object identification and classification also one of the research area. 3D image processing, video processing, pattern recognition. So different research areas there. So you have to list the research area where you found from the different sources. Okay. So from this, there is just already I make a choice. Okay. Here I am giving choice to me, or you can yourself you can make a choice, and from that you can choose the specific or the particular research area from the choices. Okay, so that is narrow down your choice. Narrow down your choice, choose your research area, discuss with your supervisor with a chosen research area. So this is a simple tips to giving research area before starting your paper, and as well as before starting your PhD research or MTech research also. Okay, MTech ME research also. So this is the basic foundation of this is a ground work for before starting research, and as well as writing article. So now we are entering a defined research problem. So after finding our specific subject and specific area, that is a research area. So we need to define a research problem for article writing. So now this is a very core interesting topic to before writing a research article. Okay, so these are the main factors we need. Okay, that is search and collect the particular chosen research area, search and collect purpose, okay, on the particular chosen research area. And we should need to pre-survey. We need to pre-survey. This survey is different while writing paper than this pre-survey. So we need to pre-survey, and we have to find the base papers. Okay, so I am giving the purpose in the plural within the bracket means, so it can be a single base paper or it can be a maximum 3 base papers. Okay, so here, so searching and collecting the existing articles based on specific research area that is chosen by us. Okay, so example, from the digital image processing, I am chosen thermal image processing. Okay, so in the thermal image processing is my research area. Okay, so on that I am going to collect the papers. Okay, I am going to collect papers on these reputed databases. Okay, so I am giving the some few reputed databases. You can find here many papers, that is recent papers on this databases. That is most probably here science directed. It covers all science and medical papers. IEEE Explore only engineering it covers. Springer it covers multidisciplinary, ACM, MDPA, SPA. PubMed is purely medical. Okay, so these are all the more important databases. You can find your that is base papers or collecting your papers based on your specific research area, that is thermal image processing. So I am giving here some example. Okay, I am giving here an example here. So based on that thermal image processing, okay, I collected some papers on the science director databases. Okay, here you can filter based on that article type, review article, research article, encyclopedia. So many article types are there here, but we should concentrate here for base papers only research articles. Okay, so now research, after that, after finding your base paper, you can go for the, actually I am talking about manuscript writing. Okay, so here we need research articles. Okay, so while you are starting your PhD research or ME MTech research, you need to focus on review article also. Okay, for paper writing we need research articles, so I can filter here. Okay, so based on that collection of papers, okay, I should maintain all the papers. I can maintain all the papers in the literature management tools. Okay, so the literature, the demonstration of literature management tools is out of focus of this presentation, because it is now while writing your paper or while writing your thesis or you are doing your research, while doing your research, so you have to maintain your all the manuscripts, sorry, all the papers, just downloaded papers, your extracted papers can be maintained by the literature management tools like this, Mendeley, Zotero, EndNote. So Mendeley is a free version for available for online and offline. You can download, and just using your Gmail account, you can log in and you can maintain your that is all the extracted downloaded articles. So here I am giving that is so this is an example of this Mendeley. So here I am maintaining some downloaded papers, or directly you can link with from the Science Direct and IEEE Explore, like that. You can directly download here. So I can see here all the details of papers in the right hand side. Okay. So while choosing our base papers, it is very important to read the abstract. So it is very easy. Otherwise, you have to download full length of paper. Okay, if it is not possible, you can directly link with the searched paper to the Mendeley, and it is available. The basic metadata and abstract is available on this Mendeley. Okay. So here all the details are available, including authors, publication details, journal details, abstract, keywords, everything is available. Here I am included the full length paper. Okay. But if you can't download papers, it is possible to map with science direct into Mendeley, and you can see the abstract. Okay, so I can see all the abstracts here. So I have to go through all the abstract for choosing the that is base papers. Okay, so this is a management tool, that is literature management tool. So this is freely available. Okay, so after that, after go through, so I'm giving some screenshot here. Okay, so after go through one by one, so whatever you downloaded or whatever you mapped with Mendeley, you just go through the abstract, all the abstract only. Okay, so and one more thing, and there is a possible to filter some databases, like we can filter review papers, conference paper, like this. Suppose if it is not possible, you can filter using the literature management tool also. Okay, so exclude conference paper, short communication, case studies, and book chapters from the list of your papers. Here, for example, here a conference paper is there. For here, conference paper is there. Okay, so I can exclude from right. If you can right click here and you can exclude from the Mendeley. Here, for example, I no need to, this one is just directly I can remove from the folder. Okay, so whatever, for example, this is a conference paper means I can remove from here. Okay, so like that you can remove here. So here we entering pre-survey. Okay, so there is a difference between literature survey while writing paper. Okay, than the pre-survey, because we are going to select our base papers. So it is called pre-survey. Okay, so carefully go through all the abstracts which you collected from the different sources papers. Okay, and here the finding, while finding our base paper, this is the mandatory factors. Okay, so based on my experience, I defining the factors while choosing our base paper for our manuscript, that is future manuscript writing. Okay, so it should be core area, application, and technology what you choose on. For example, my core area is digital image processing, my application is thermal image processing. Okay, and the technology is so you have to fix based on your that is familiar in some other. For example, recently convolution neural network, that is deep learning, is familiar, or neural network, you can choose a neural network. Like that you can fix your technology also, so that the base paper should contains all the three factors. It may single paper or two paper or three paper, but it should contain all the three factors. Like it should contain core area, it should contain application point of view, it should contain technology point of view. So choose one or maximum three base papers. So that will help you for writing your, defining your research problem as well as writing your manuscript also. So I am giving some example here. So from that literature management tool, I found three base papers, that is BP1, BP2, BP3. So it belongs to maximum 2008. And just you note here, that we have to carefully select the papers. It should not be beyond 3 years back. Okay, so maximum we go with 2020, 19, 18. Okay, don't go beyond that. Okay, so because this is out of date, maybe the technology may be out of date. Okay, so that we have to select the base paper. For example, I'm giving three base papers. Okay, so that is, suppose if you find only one papers, it is well and good. Or if you can find that is two papers, also good. Okay, so at least you have to choose, that is maximum three papers for your base papers. Okay, here there is three papers I found. Okay, so one is technology based, that is convolution neural network. Another one is application based, that is weld image. Okay, and also it is based on convolution neural network. And third paper BP3 is core area, that is image processing, and my specific area is thermal image processing. Here infrared image enhancement. Infrared image is nothing but thermal image. Okay, so these all the three papers covers That's all my factors. Okay, technology, application, core area. So, but here you note here. So, what is the common thing here? So, all the three papers having the technology, that is same technology, CNN, convolution neural network. Okay, so like that, you have to find your papers, that is base papers. Okay, so you just go through minimum that is 50 papers, maximum 500 papers also. Okay, obviously you will get definitely get an idea for your future paper writing, and you will definitely get a base paper. It may be a single paper. If you just you can get a single paper on this, the factors contains on the single paper also, like technology, application, core area. For example, if the three things is available in the BP1, okay, well and good, we can go with that paper, the single paper, base paper accordingly. Okay, so here based on that, I'm going to define my problem, research problem for paper writing. Okay, research problem for paper writing. So I am just extracting the abstract from the paper, that is BP1. So this is technology based. The BP1 is technology based. BP2 is application based. BP3 is core area. Okay. Here I am identifying some keywords. Okay. The yellow highlighted as are keywords. Okay. Here note down future extraction in an important aspect of image processing, but traditional convolution neural trained on visible images cannot be used for infrared images. So they are going VGG19 techniques on the CNN. Okay, so VGG19 is a that architecture of CNN. This is a technology. So I got some VGG19 idea. Okay, and the application point of view. So they are applied the CNN on weld defect detection. Okay, detection of aluminum alloy, weld defect detection. Okay, here the core area, so they are going to enhance the image, contrast improvement of the image. Okay, so understand the keywords here. Okay, you correlate with your already you are aware of some technologies. Okay, for example, if you are aware of CNN, you can include instead of VGG19 many architectures are there. Okay, so like AlexNet, okay, that is ResNet, so many architectures are there. So for example, I am giving for understanding purpose. Okay, you can include instead of VGG19 also. Okay, and here for application point of view, so think about it. Already I told you, so you can find the problem from the different sources, maybe a call for proposal, maybe a conference. So from that you can identify the application. Okay, here I am giving some application for demonstration purpose. Here finally enhancement. So not only enhancement, you can do many things on the image. For example, edge detection, that is smoothening, noise removal, like that. Many things are there. That is pre-processing cases. Okay, so like that we can correlate with your ideas in that base paper, from the base paper. Okay. So these are all the points to remember while defining your problem, that is problem definition. Carefully read the abstract of the base papers. Try to correlate each papers. Okay, that's already I told you. Try to correlate each papers. Extract that is extracted purpose with the three factors. Okay, find the current state of the art. That is based on your awareness, based on your familiarness. Okay, fixed with the base papers. And find the suitable application. The application is a must, okay, while writing paper, because nowadays the trend is your technology should be related to any application. Okay, so that you have to find the suitable application and then finally prepare the problem definition here. Okay, so here I am extracting the core points here. Okay, this is a technology based VGG19 architecture extracted from the abstract application, that is weld image defect detection, and core area, that is image enhancement. Okay, based on that this key words, so I am going to define my problem definition. Okay, carefully just you can see the three statements. Here I am defining the problem here to identify the human presence in the low illumination thermal images at human entry prohibited locations during night time. This is my application. Okay, so I'm going to identify the human presence in the low illumination, that is nighttime vision. Okay, night light vision, obviously it is low illumination thermal image, that is infrared image. Okay, for human entry prohibited location. So this is my application, and second paragraph represents my architecture. So I am giving, instead of VGG, I am going to implement the ResNet 50 architecture. So enhancing or modification of architecture is different. Okay. So based on that architecture, you can enhance or you can modify the architecture based on your familiar of your subject. Okay. So here I am going to apply ResNet 50 for convolution neural network. That is a part of the convolution neural network in order to identification and classification of human presence. And finally, so I'm going to that is image augmentation, do image augmentation, noise removal process. It is my core area. So you just all the factors are contains in my problems. Okay, that is first statement is application, second statement is belongs to technology, third statement is core area. So now you are defining your problem definition for your manuscript. Okay, so based on that we can do tentative abstract. Okay, because before writing your journal, so already I told you we need some groundwork. So one of the groundwork is to find the target journal. Okay, so this is my suggestion. Before writing any manuscript, you have to find the target journal. So then you will be just stick with the focused one. Okay, so otherwise now, so you can't actually write include a section. Actually you think about what a section can be included and what references should be included in this. So based on this target journal, you can write your manuscript. So it will be a little bit easy to format or easy to include your sections also. Okay, so based on the problem definition, I am going to define my tentative abstract. Okay, so here, while writing, while preparing a tentative abstract, we need to compose a tentative title also. Okay, and then find target journal using journal finders. Many journal finders are there, and we have to ensure the journal quality which you find. Okay, so after finding the journal, we have to ensure the journal quality of the that is journal grade as well as quality using some platforms. Okay. Carefully read the scope of the journal and don't forget to read author's guide. This is a mandatory. Okay, this is a mandatory before writing manuscript after finding the target journal. Okay, so I'm giving the example here based on this problem definition. Okay, I'm going to define my tentative abstract. Okay, this is my abstract, and the abstract should contain. This is a tentative abstract, not is a complete abstract. Okay, so here you can't find any results and methodologies, the pure entire methodologies. Okay, here it means domain. Okay, you have to start with your domain. Thermal image process are widely used for the identification or classification of objects captured during the light vision. This is your domain, that is image processing your domain. Okay, this is my problem definition. So it is important to identify the human presence in the low illumination thermal images. So this is my problem. Okay, this is my solution. So using convolution neural network, I am going to give solution for this problem. Okay, so this is the comparison and results. This is a tentative comparison. So I am going to compare with the ResNet 50 with some other methodology, that is maybe a VGG 16, because based on my base paper, already they are that is published based on VGG 16. So I am going to compare with VGG 16. That is ResNet 50 will be compared with VGG 16. Okay. So these are the four main things to remember while you are preparing your tentative abstract. Okay. So this is a tentative title. Okay. Identification of human presence in the night vision thermal image using convolution neural network. So this is my tentative title. So based on that, I'm going to find my target journal using these platforms. So many platforms are there. I am giving some important platforms. The first three platforms is a wonderful platform. You can find best journals here. That is Elsevier Journal Finder, IEEE Publication Recommender, Springer Journal Suggester. So many platforms are there. So for example, I am giving some example also. So here, this is a journal finder here. Okay. So there is Elsevier Journal Finder. Already I am giving the paper title abstract. Okay, abstract. I am copy and paste my abstract also. Here you can give your keywords. This is optional only. Okay. So based on my tentative title and tentative abstract, I am going to find my target journal. Okay. So it is finding. So 50 journals found. Okay. So before that it shows 10 journals. Now the LCR find journal finder giving 50 journals. Okay. So here you can find a test match score. Okay. How your abstract is matching with this journal. You can find all the metrics also. That is site score, impact factor, acceptance rate also, times to first edition, time to publication. Okay. So many things are available here, and you can find the some, that is a subject area, recent article, journal scope also you can find here for verification purpose. Okay. Here there are many suggested journals are available based on your title and abstract. Okay. So here you can choose any journals. Okay. For example, I am giving the expert system with applications. Okay. Or pattern. Here I like to know, I like to share something here, the acceptance rates. While choosing your journal, just be aware of acceptance rate. Okay. Suppose if it is more than 20 or 25, it well and good, because among 100 papers, they will accept only 28%. For example, according to Journal of Visual Communication and Image Representation, they are accepting 28%. That is out of 100, they are accepting 28 papers. Okay. So this is favor for us. Okay. So based on that acceptance rate, so here in this Journal of Computational Science, only 8%. So it is very difficult to accept. The peer review will be very tough. Okay. So based on that also you can choose. Okay. For example, here I am giving some expert systems. I'm choosing expert systems. So here you can find subject area, artificial intelligence, computer science applications, engineering. So for recent articles also available here. Okay. So they are using neural network, convolution neural network. That is my paper also covered here. Okay. Journal scope also here. So you can find journal scope. So one by one you can see the scope, and based on that you can find your target journal. Okay. And you can go the you can check with, you can ensure with the quality of the journal with some here. So you have to checking the grade and quality of the target journal. Okay. After finding your target journal, we have to, it is essential to ensure or checking the grade and quality of the target journal. Maybe if you focus the Scopus paper, or if you focus SCA or SCAE papers, so that should be ensured with some platforms. So I am giving the platform here as well as engineering and economics and financial marketing management side also. So these are all the major platform, that is databases, to ensure your target journal. That is Cymago is one of the best platform. Scopus, you can find Scopus indexing also. Web of Science, that is if you focus SCE papers, you can ensure with Web of Science platform. And ABDC list and ABS ranking is purely depends upon the economics, finance and marketing side. Okay. So now I am focusing these three platforms, that is engineering and science platform. Okay. So I am giving some demonstration also. So here, for example, here I am Cymago I am using. So I like to ensure a journal, that is Journal of Intelligent and Fuzzy Systems here. Okay. So I am searching here using Cymago. Okay. So here we can check all the qualities. Here listing the one. Okay. A Journal of Intelligent and Fuzzy Systems. So here we can get all the metadata, okay, like country, subject area, computer science, engineering, mathematics, and very important is H index. Okay, H index also. Now the Journal of Indexes H index is 52. Okay, so based on that H index also we can conclude the quality of the journal also, the target journal. Okay, the publication type and the small description of the scope. Okay, home page link also available here. Okay, and here the quartiles. So we should aware of these quartiles. Okay, so this is nowadays they are focusing. Many organizations are focusing. Many institutions are focusing these quartiles. So already we seen that area, subject area, computer science, that is artificial intelligence, engineering, statistics. So they are categorized into three. Each and every journal has a different own categories. So they are categorized into three. These are belongs to Q1, Q2, Q3 categories. Okay. So like that, that is up to Q4 categories are available. Okay. That is Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. That is first 25 is top and second 25 is second one. Okay, like that. So here you can find artificial intelligence category comes under Q3. Okay. Engineering categories comes under Q2. Okay. And statistics comes under Q3. So for if you while communicating the paper, if you choose engineering category, if it is accepted, means your paper will comes under the Q2 category. The previous years it was Q1 category, now it is Q2 category. So you can share your category to your institution or any organizations, because they are weighting your papers based on these categories also, that is quartiles also. Okay. So and you can find all the history of the previous history of the journal, particular journal also here. Okay, you can ensure the basic qualities here. And also one more thing here, the scopus also you can find, ensure the indexing also. So before that, I like to say for in the home page, you can find, you have to find the indexing. You have to find the indexing here. So based on that, we can ensure with all the indexing. Okay. Here in the Journal of Intelligent Fuzzy System, you can find the index abstracting and indexing. So you can see the list of indexing. Okay, this journal is indexed and abstracted on these databases. Okay, here the scopus, they are mentioning scopus, and also Web of Science. Now the Web of Science is nothing but SEA, SEAE. Okay, so there is a Clarivate organization maintaining the Web of Science. Okay, so now the SEA and SEAE included in the Web of Science database. Okay, now it is the Journal of Intelligent Fuzzy System comes under SCI as well as Scopus. Okay, so now again I have to check the that is the particular journal whether it is indexed in Scopus or not. Okay, here I am giving the same. Okay, the Journal of Intelligent and Fuzzy Systems. Okay, here I can fuzzy systems. So it is results are giving. Okay, it is available here. Okay, here you can see the site score, citations, highest percentile cited. Okay, here you can go through the additional quality checking also. So here you can find site score. So how they are calculating the site score? Here they are giving 2019. Okay, that is 9,005 citations divided by documents published between 3 years, that is 16 to 19. Okay, like that it is giving. So here the public publisher details also are available, ISN numbers also available, and categories which you have seen in the home page. Categories also available: engineering, computer science. Okay, so all the basic metrics are available. Now it is comes under Scopus, so we can ensure with the Scopus also. And for according to SCA, so we can ensure with Web of Science the link, that is mjl.clarivate.com site. Okay, here I am giving the Journal of Intelligent and Fuzzy System. Okay, I am finding the particular journal here. So here it is listed. Okay, here. So you can see here. Okay, the publication that is publisher details, categories like that. Okay, here Web of Science. You can see here Science Citation Expanded. It is comes under SCIE. Okay, so you can ensure, you can confirm with this Web of Science also. And suppose if you like to view the profile of this journal, so you can find here also. Okay. So it is asking login. Okay, so you can see the Web of Science, that is profile of the particular journal. You can see the profile of the particular journal. So like that we can ensure the target journal. Okay, based on this platform. So now we are entering a manuscript drafting. So up to this, I'm just a quick summarize of groundwork. Okay, so we have to find our specific area, and after that research area, finding the research area, and after that we have to define our research problem, and after that we have to compose our title of the tentative title and tentative abstract for finding our target journal. Okay, so after completing our groundwork, okay, so we entering the manuscript drafting. So there are many basic structure of research article. Okay, that is manuscript basic many basic structures. Okay, so this is I'm giving some example. That is original research article has engineering side and medical side also. So it has some sections. Okay, that engineering science introduction, literature, proposed method, and result and discussion. So in conflict, in medical science, it has background, material methods, algorithm development, result and analysis. Introduction here in the engineering science introduction, here nothing but in the medical science background. Okay, and literature survey related work is equivalent to, that is materials and methods we can give, and proposed method is equivalent to algorithm development. Okay, so it is not limited to this structure, so that we have to go through the guidelines of the target journal. Based on that, we have to construct our sections. Okay, so be aware of guide, that is guide of the target journal. Based on that, we have to prepare our journal. So I am giving the general idea, that is engineering science and medical science here. Okay. So this is a review article. Okay, so it is more different than the research article. Okay, that is, it has introduction obviously, and section 1, section 2, that is categories wise. Suppose if you focus any specific area, you have to categorize all the existing papers. Like that, you have to include the section here, that is section 1, section 2, and also the very important section is pros and cons or gaps you finding of your existing purpose. Okay, and summary or outlook instead of conclusion. Okay, here no need to give the conclusion section, because the conclusion is specifically for your proposed system. Okay, here you are not proposing anything. Okay, you are comparing, you are finding pros and cons of existing purpose. Okay, so based on that only you are giving summary outlook. Okay. So this is the structure of short communication: introduction, material and methods, and results and discussion. Okay, and also the structure of case study 1, case study 2, discussion. Conflict of interest is very important here. Okay, and structure of book chapter is also here: background, introduction. There is wide area covering. There is section 1, section 2 is related topic in detail. Okay, summarization of findings here. We need to give the section here. And structure of conference paper, already we are aware of: literature survey, methods, and discussion. Okay, that is cause in the methods, cause, problem, and solutions we need to give here. Okay. So here the theorem is there. Okay, while before starting your paper, so we have to aware of these theorem, that is finer maps. Okay, so you raise the question, okay, whether your paper will be feasible, interesting, novel, ethical, relevant, manageable, appropriate, potential value, and systematic. Okay, so these are the questions should be raised before writing your manuscript. Okay, this is the theorem, that is finer theorem. Okay, finer maps theorem. Okay, so your paper should be feasible, interesting, novel, like that. Okay, so this is for your information. I am giving this theorem. Okay, and one more thing we have to note down here: how and where to start our manuscript. So nowadays, all the new beginners are struggling where I have to start my manuscript. Okay, so generally the scientists and the specialists are suggesting, so we have to start from the figures and tables. Okay, so these are the hierarchy of starting our papers. That is figures and tables, then methods, results, discussion, and after that conclusion, introduction. Finally, we have to compose our that is abstract and title. Okay, so this is based on the scientists and the specialists they are suggesting, and depends upon your comfort level. So you can start with anywhere. Okay, this is not a mandatory. Okay, but they are suggesting. Okay, so you can start with abstract title, and you can start with introduction, and you can start with methods, and results. Okay, but based on your methods and results, then only you are come to know how we are going to write our paper. Okay, so as per my knowledge, okay, I am suggesting you can initially implement your proposed method and get results, and based on the result you can draw your figures and tables, and based on that you can start your writing, that introduction and the methodologies, proposed systems and everything. Okay, because unless until we are not knowing our results, it is not possible to write, not possible to include the exact point in the introduction as well as discussion section. Okay, so before writing, these are the points to remember, that is while writing manuscript. So follow the author's guide given in the target journal. Okay, we need to give the author's guide before there is a guide of the target journal. Proper and related citation should be given in the manuscript. Continuity of the each statement and paragraph. So we have to ensure with each statement and paragraph, it should be continuity. Okay, and the justification of the statement also very important. Okay, suppose I am saying some justification, this method is superior than that method. Okay, so it is required for justification, because we need to write the statements, the reviewer point of view also. So however you are saying this method is superior than that method. Okay, otherwise you have to give the citation. Suppose if you can't justify, you are not justifying here, at least you have to give the citations of the statement also. And also the very important is justification of the proposed method using graph representation. It can be a 2D dimension, that is 2D graph or 3D graph, but it is nowadays the quality journal should have the graphical representation of your justification. Okay, each and every justification. For example, if you include some parameter in your proposed system, so you need to justify how way it is contributing your proposed system. That inclusion is how way contributing your inclusion system. Okay, so that accordingly we have to draw a graph representation for the justification also. And analysis of the proposed method using measures and metrics. Suppose if you implemented if you proposed one method, and are you going to, and we are going to compare with 3-4 methods, existing methods, and it is mandatory to compare using some measures or metrics with our proposed system, that is based on that existing methods. For example, proposed method A, BCD is your existing method. You have to compare with the ABCD with some metrics. Okay, so these are the mandatory tasks of the quality journals. While you are focusing SCA journals, these are the mandatory. Okay, that is justification of your statement, justification of your proposed method, and analysis of the proposed method using measures. Okay, and obviously comparison justification. Okay, after comparing, you need to justify your results, that is outcome of your results, that is based on your existing method and as well as your proposed method. And finally, figures should be clear. Okay, because many papers are rejected in the editor level. There are two things are there. One is English language, another one is figures. Okay, and also the formatting of the paper also. The three things are majorly rejected by editors itself without entering review process. Okay, so we have to focus our quality figures preparation and also English language. Okay, and finally the format of the guidelines. We have to follow the guidelines of the target journal also. So we have to finalize. This is for that is awareness of writing our manuscript. So these are the to whom we are going to write paper. Okay, definitely we are not writing our paper for ourselves. Okay, and also we are not writing for journal. Okay, obviously we are writing for a researcher, that is a readers and reviewer. But I am giving suggestion. The first one is we should write while writing, we carefully take care of, we have to consider of reviewer point of view. Okay, and second thing is researcher and reader, because your paper will initially go to the reviewer. The reviewer should be satisfied. So then only it comes to the online, and then it will be reach the researchers and readers. Okay. So as per my knowledge, okay, my suggestion is you have to write your manuscript carefully. You have to consider the reviewer point of view. Each and every statement, a paragraph, you raise a question as a reviewer. Okay. So after that, we have to consider the researcher and reader's point of view. Okay. So I'm entering the manuscript writing. So here I'm more concentrating on title page, because nowadays more researchers, beginners are struggling to writing title page of the manuscript. Okay, so it should be interest, because the title page is attracting initially for editors, reviewers, and readers. Okay, so we need to concentrate on title page of the manuscript also. So the title should be interest, and also it should be completely and specifically. Your title should be completely and specifically and with the relevant keywords. Your manuscript title will be relevant and keywords, and the words can be independent and dependent also. I'm giving example here. For example, based on the previous example, I am giving detection of human presence on the night vision image employing convolutional neural network. Okay, here you can see detection of human presence is specific area. Okay, detection of human presence is specific problem. Okay, night vision is dependent. Okay, I'm going to process on night vision image. Okay, and then the next word is dependent also. Convolution, I'm going to use employing convolution neural network. So here I am using, instead of using, I am using employing word. Okay, so do not use normal words. Okay, you can use some relevant, that is professional words here also. Detection of human presence is a specific, and these two words are dependent. Night vision image are dependent, and convolution neural network is a dependent. Okay. Another example here I am giving detection of human presence, same title, but here I am giving on the digital image employing deep learning techniques. Here independent. Okay, these two words, that is digital image and deep learning techniques part are independent words. Here dependent words I am using, here independent. It is the second title is very generic. Okay, but the first title is a very focused one, because I am going to implement on night vision image using convolution neural network. And also, if you give a particular architecture, it is well and good. It is also very specific and dependent also. Okay. For example, employing ResNet 50, okay, like that, you can give means this is specific and dependent also. So this title is independent. The second example is independent. Okay. So while preparing your title page, we do not give any special character. That is, avoid special characters while giving the titles, and do not use abbreviations. Okay, for example, CNN. Actually many people are aware of CNN, convolution neural network, but so it is not mandatory to know all the people CNN is convolution neural network. So we need to give the full expansion of the CNN. Okay, so we should avoid the abbreviation. Avoid to start title with generic words like study of, findings of. Okay, like that. Do not start with the title. Avoid common words like using with. Okay, so these are the common words. Instead of that, you can use with some other words also. So, and finally avoid unnecessary length of the title. So don't beyond 30 words, 25 words, like that. Okay. And one more thing, while preparing our title page, okay, we should concentrate on author's name also. So many beginners are made a mistake on giving the author's name and affiliation. Okay, do not use salutations like Mr., Doctor, Professor. So in your that is before your name, and do not include education also. That is MSc, PhD, MTech, like that. And can write comma separator for first and second name. This is possible. That is, these are the don'ts. That is, first two things don'ts. The third one is possible author's name writing. So John, comma William. That is using comma separator using first name and second name, and it is depends upon the target journal. I am giving some examples here. So correct formats are I am giving Mukesh Kumar, John William, Tom Philip. Okay, these are all the correct format. Okay, and also the second one also correct one, Mukesh.K, John. Actually, these formats are depends upon the target journal. And M Kumar also we can give, J William also given, and Kumar comma Mukesh semicolon William comma John also can be possible based on the journal guidelines. Okay. So here the affiliation. Okay, I can give affiliation also. So while giving affiliation, so do not use designation. So we do not give designation while giving the affiliation. Okay, ensure with your institution for exact affiliation. So before communicating, you have to ensure with your institution for exact affiliation. That is because somebody is starting with School of Computer Science, School of Mechanical, like that, or Department of Mechanical, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, and then they are giving institution name. Okay, so you have to ensure with the institution for exact affiliation, and do not include complete address. For example, road name, street name, like that. So I'm giving some example here also, and do not repeat the affiliation for more than one author. This is very important. If the paper contains more than an author, and more than an author belongs to a single affiliation, okay, so do not repeat the affiliation once again. Okay, so here I am giving example here, okay, for a Department of Computer Science and Engineering, comma XY is a College of Engineering, state, your state, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, like that you can give India. That is enough. And some journals are preferring zip code also, so you can add your zip code also. Okay. And the second format is School of Computing, comma XY is a University, State, India. The third one is organization, engineering department, research center, that is maybe any research center, Energy Authority of India, and then you can give the India, like that you can give the affiliation also. Okay. So corresponding author, email ID. Okay. So other information in the title page, we have to include the other information like corresponding author information also, email ID and telephone number also. Here I am giving the corresponding author email ID with some notations here. I am notation here again, that is in the superfix. Here John William is a corresponding author. I am giving the corresponding author email ID here. Okay, the bottom of the affiliation. Okay, so I am giving example, the complete example for this title page. Okay, so complete title page example. This is my title. So depends upon your target journal, you have to ensure the font size of your title, maybe a 14 font size, 16 font size. So based on your guidelines of your target journal, you have to give here. Here the second line is your author's name. Here I am giving affiliation, that is Mukesh Kumar affiliated belongs to 1, and John William is belongs to 2, and also he is a corresponding author. Top Philip is the third, that is affiliation. Here at the bottom I am giving one by one affiliation with representation, that is as a superfix 1, 2, 3, like that. Here I am giving, and the last line I am giving corresponding author, telephone number, and also email ID with the notation of asterisk. Okay, so generally corresponding author has a asterisk symbol. Okay, so we have to carefully give this asterisk symbol, and also using this 1, 2, 3 is affiliation details. Instead of 1, 2, 3 we can give ABC also. Okay, so it doesn't matter, you can give 1, 2, 3 or ABC also. Okay, here ABC also. Okay, so these are the samples. Suppose the first two authors are belongs to the same affiliation. Okay, you can give one, but it is required for only one affiliation list. Okay, do not give again. Okay, the same Department of Computer Science and Engineering XYZ College of, do not give 1, 2. Suppose if they are belongs to same institution, you need to give the same representation also. Okay, the Tom Philippe is now a corresponding author 2, comma asterisk I am giving in different affiliation also. The third next to example, so all the three authors are belongs to the same affiliation, that is affiliation, same institution. So I am giving 1, 1 here. The Department of Computer Science I am giving, and also the corresponding author also. The second one, John William, is the corresponding author. I am giving the details here. Okay. So for single author, so it is not necessary to represent any numbers, and also asterisk symbol also. So directly we can give the affiliation and as well as a corresponding author detail also. Okay. And one more thing I am giving example. For example, if you like to say something okay, extra thing. We have to give some other symbols here you can use for. Here I am using equal contributors. Suppose if you like to give any extra information, you can give them some other symbols here. Okay, because in this paper, Mukesh Kumar and John Williams are giving equal contribution in this paper. Okay, suppose Tom Phillippe is handled only data collections and report preparation, and rest of other two authors are giving equal contribution. Means we can mention. So it is no problem to that is journal as well as, but we can give our weightage to that particular paper. Okay, so like that we can give a notation also. So come to introduction section. Okay. So now that I hope the title page, you understand the title page. Okay. So already we discussed abstract also. So in the introduction section, so the first paragraph should be brief introduction about the domain research area. Okay. So in the first, for each and every paragraph you can frame, and then you can include more than a paragraph. Okay. This depends upon your writing skills. Okay, but the first paragraph should be brief introduction about the domain research area, and the second paragraph introduce about specific research area and their limitations. Okay, and what are the limitations you found in the that is previous existing papers, that is specific research area. And then the third paragraph is problem definition. Okay, in brief. Okay, so in the fourth paragraph is solution. What are the solution are you going to give in this paper? And the introduction, the finally fifth paragraph will be introduction of the proposed method. Just to introduce, that is schematic of your proposed method. Solution is different, and the introduction of proposed method is different. You can give proposed method. For example, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, like that. You can introduce the proposed method. The finally organization of the paper. So I am giving some example paper here. So here I am giving you an example paper. Okay. Here you can find this is a paper. Okay, this is essay paper. Okay. So in the introduction section, so this paragraph is belongs to brief introduction about field. In dark and foggy condition, visible light cameras, they are introducing the broad area of the field. Okay. The second paragraph is problem definition. In recent decades, infrared image has attracted significant attention from researchers in applications such as multimodal image. Okay, so they are like that. They are starting the problem definition also. Here they are giving here. Okay, although these studies very significant on the purpose, they have all attempted to identify the salient features of the input. Like this, they are starting. So in the third paragraph, they are giving solution to the problem. Okay, in the neural network, they are starting with the neural network. Now, these are all the solutions. That is deep convolution neural network. They are going to apply on this technique. Okay, so this so they are for problem solution. They are writing two paragraphs. Okay, the next paragraph proposed method, that is scheme. Okay, this study comprises 4 main operations. Like that, you can write phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. Okay, that is like stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. Like that, you can write in the proposed method also. So the finally they are organizing the paper. The remainder of this paper organized a brief review of related results, like that. The section 2, section 1, section 2, section 3, like that they are writing. Okay. So like that you can start your introduction section. Okay. So in the literature review section, so it should be carefully handled of literature review. So write a literature survey like a story. Okay, so whenever you wherever you came across all the literature survey, you can write, you can start a literature survey as a story, like a story. Okay, for because they are started like this. For example, the thermal images processing are started in this period. Okay, like that you can start with, and each and every sentence or each and every 2 or 3 sentences you need to include some citations here also. Include most related citation. This is very important. Okay. Nowadays, the reviewers and editors are focusing the references which are given is related or not. Okay. Otherwise, they will fire. Okay. Because Nowadays, most of the people are giving citation, giving non-related, that is non-related citations. Okay, and we must ensure with the related citation with clean explanation and justify the research gap here. Okay, so probably here I am giving some suggestion here. While giving literature review, most probably you just extract, you can download from the target journal papers. Okay, then they will be happy while communicating your paper. Suppose you are citing more than 5 papers from the target journal. Okay, they will happy. Okay, so this is I'm giving some tips for while communicating your paper. Okay, so try to download the papers based on your target journal and include to literature review and any other place. Not in the literature review. Okay, you can any other place you can include the target journals articles. Okay, definitely the editor and that is the publisher will happy because the journal metrics are calculated based on their citations. So they are suppose if you cited more papers on the corresponding the target journal, definitely they will happy. Okay. So the proposed method here. Important is proposed method. Introduce the existing work which you are going to enhance. Okay, so initially you have to introduce your existing work here, and so what are the enhancement modification are you going to do? You have to need to justify here in this section, that is proposed method. You are start with proposed method. For example, I am going to the human presence now using CNN means I am starting with the CNN, existing CNN architectures, and the next subsection I can include my modifications on the CNN or image processing. Okay, so I am going to modify some image processing level, so I can introduce some subsection in this main section, that is method, the proposed method section. And we need to give statistical and graphical representation of your enhanced that is method. So now it is a mandatory of giving graphical representation or statistical representation of your proposed method, that is justification. Okay, and you have to justify, that is in terms of measures, in terms of significance of your proposed method, you have to give the justification here in the proposed method. So in the result and discussion, okay, so you need to give the entire environment of your detail. Okay, that is the environment of the implementation. For example, I am going to implement my all the technology on some system. So you have to give your configuration of your system. Suppose your experiment is done by some lab, you need to give the equipment of your lab. Like that, you have to give the implementation details. Okay, and the introduction of your data set or equipment also very important. Suppose I have got some data set from so and so database, data set repository. So I have to give some description about the data set and description about the material also. Okay, and experiment details with the results. So we need to give some experiment details. It may be an image or it may be a numerical value. Okay, we need to give some experiment details also. And justification of result is very important here. After giving your output like image or numerical, we need to give justification of the table or any figure of the result. Okay, and a comparison also mandatory for the quality journals or quality manuscript writing. Comparison with the existing method is also very mandatory, and discussion on results of proposed and existing method also mandatory while writing in the result and discussion section. Already I told you references should follow as per journal guidance, because the reference format should be followed as per the journal guidance only. Maintain the format, avoid duplicate, because there is a chance to get duplicate. That is, for example, in the second citation you give one references, and the 13th citation also same citation will be possible to give. So avoid duplicates. Try to include more references collected from target journal. Already I told you. So try to collect more references from the targeted journal. Include recent articles. So the 50% of the references should be recent articles. It should be among 5 years. Okay, between 5 years, 2015 to 20 means it is well and good. Definitely, reviewer will comment on your references. Okay, maybe it very old or maybe 2019 is very less, 2018 paper is very less. Like that, they will give the comment. Okay, ensure all the references are cited properly. For example, if you are giving 35, 40 references, but in the content, in the body of content, if you miss something, definitely it will create problem to you. They will blindly reject your paper. Okay, so carefully you have to cite your references. Okay? So in the conclusion section, you have to write a few lines of your proposed system here, proposed method here, and but it should not be past tense. Okay, conclusion should not be sorry, it should be in past tense. Okay, so all the conclusion statements should be in past tense grammatical. Okay, and significance and applications of proposal. What are the significance you are find? Okay, so like that you can write your statement, and consolidated results should be highlighted. For example, we achieved 94% of the accuracy. Like that you can give a consolidated result here, not full result. Okay, consolidated result. So for in terms of that is confusion matrix, you can give the result also. Okay, and future work also. This is optional. You can give your future work also. So after writing all the sections, it is need to be focused on while writing the equation also. So most actually I came across most of the researchers are struggling writing the math equations and preparing quality figures. So here I am giving some tips here. So use proper math equation which is available in the MS Word also. So you can find the MS Word in the object math equation third party also. There is two tools also available. Using that tools, you can give the equation. Do not directly give some superfix or suffix options. Okay, use equation editors. Okay, and equation number should be cited properly. Each and every equation number should be ordered also, and appropriate denote the boundary. For example, I am giving x plus y whole square, so we need to give a denotation also. That is what is x, what is y. Okay, so like that you have to give each and every equations. So apart from these sections, okay, so the tools for plotting graph, okay, so these are all the tools, okay, major tools we can plot our graphs. The mini tab is a wonderful tab I am suggesting. So here you can draw all the figures, graphs like that, okay. And Matplotlib also available. Okay, if your implementation is MATLAB, well and good, you can draw your figures and sorry graphs in the MATLAB. And MS Excel also it is possible to draw our graph. Okay, so these are the basic tool. Okay, so here I am giving some tips to preparing publication quality. Okay, publication quality figures. So these are the steps you can follow. So while preparing your that is figures. So initially you can draw your graph using tools, any tools, that is Minitab or something else, and Excel also. So the Excel you can copy and paste in the MS PowerPoint slide. Okay. So these are the steps. Okay. For initially you draw your chart or graph in the any tools, you copy paste on your PowerPoint slide, save as a PDF. The PowerPoint slide can be saved as PDF. Before that, you have to increase the font size, include caption, whatever you need, you can give. So you can give more font size also. For example, generally we need 12 font size means in the PowerPoint slide, you can give 35 font size also, no issue. Okay. So accordingly, you can give. Okay. So after that, you save as the particular slide as PDF. Okay. The PDF can be opened by Adobe Photoshop. While opening the Photoshop, definitely it will ask what is the DPI of the figure. Generally, the publication quality they are asking, suppose if it is monogram figure means they are asking 300 dpi. Okay, suppose the color image is 150 is enough. Okay, so they are asking 300 dpi. So you can choose whatever you need, maybe a 300 or 250, 200 depends upon your figure. You can choose the dpi and you can open the PDF file on the Photoshop. And again, you can adjust the pixel resolution of the frame, and you can crop the figure whatever you need and save as TIFF format. all the journals are preferring TIFF format. Next one is JPG. Okay, generally they are preferring TIFF format. So you can save the image as the TIFF format. So these are all the basic steps to give the quality figures. So initially you draw your figures on using any tools, maybe Excel. So while we are doing this procedure means while giving the font, any font size in the PowerPoint slide, okay, it will not broken the pixel size while changing the PDF, and also while using the Photoshop, while shrinking or enlarging the figures, it will not be broke the pixels. So that we are following these steps. These are the major steps to give the publication quality figures. So I am giving example. And another tool also available, Image J, GIMP, MS PowerPoint for giving to improving the quality of the figures. Image J also one of the best tool to improving your quality. Here I am giving the example. This is the original image. Okay, this is the original image. After using enhancing, that is Image J, I am enhancing this one. Okay, this is publication quality. So all the lines are enhanced. Okay, so it will be clear also. So this original image will not be clear while reviewing the paper. The reviewers will be getting irritated. Okay, so that we give the clear picture to reviewers, okay? And also publisher also. So after preparing your manuscript, so while communicating, this is the post manuscript drafting and giving. So after completing your manuscript, okay, so these are the checklist while communicating the manuscript. So ensure the manuscript is prescribed format as per your target journal. Cover letter is also very important, and you should not copy your abstract. Do not copy your abstract. You just write your own. Okay, so these are all the methods we have done. Okay, like that you can give. And also manuscript is maybe a document or maybe a PDF format. You can keep it with you. And highlights, nowadays all the journals are asking highlights, because before entering your paper, the reviewers and readers also go through your highlights. So maximum 5 bullet points you can give highlights of your paper. Okay, and figures in separate files also. That is, we need to keep with us. Figures should be in separate file. So whatever you prepared figures for your manuscript, you have to keep with separate files as a TIFF file or JPG form. And some depends upon the journals. Some journals are asking minimum list of reviewers. Okay, we have to keep with you the minimum list of reviewers, and it should be a different geographical location. It should not be a same country. For example, you do not give a same country of India. Okay, you should give a different geographical location. So then only the editor will accept. Okay. And finally, conflict of interest, it depends upon the journal also. Suppose if you go with any medical related paper, we need to submit conflict of interest. For example, if you take any samples from the patient, or if you takes any blood samples from the animals or some medical related, you need to submit conflict of interest. So these are all the mandatory checklists while communicating the manuscript. So after reviewing, suppose if you get that review, that is revision, okay. So how we are going to respond to reviewers' comments? So this is a good opportunity to get acceptance of our paper. That is, I'm talking about quality journals, that is FEA, SEA journals. Okay. So after getting revision, so this is a golden opportunity to satisfy the reviewers and as well as editor also. So we have to carefully go through all the review commands, and we should respond accordingly. Okay. So this is, I am giving some sample response letter. Thank you for allowing a resubmission of our manuscript. So depends upon convenient, you can write your statement, one statement also, with an opportunity to address the reviewer comments. We are uploading our point by point response to the comments. Okay, that is below we are uploading. That is response to reviewers. B, an updated manuscript with red highlighted. Whatever you made changes, it should be highlighted some colors. It may be a red color or it may be a blue color, like that, because the reviewer should know what you included newly. Okay, so otherwise, if you not highlighted, definitely the reviewer will get confused and also irritation. Okay, so give the highlight text while including any other things. If you include any words itself, you need to give highlighted here in the manuscript. Okay? So this is some comments that is respond. I am giving example. Reviewer one, comment one like that. The reviewer one asking why need we this method? What are the advantages of this method? The main problem that the authors want to address is not clearly explained. This is the example. This is a real-time question. Okay, so this based on that I am responding like that. Okay, so the author responses brief explanation required. Okay, here we need to give brief explanation. Author responses brief explanation. That is why we need this method means we have to justify the method, our proposed method, and what are the advantages of this method is we need to justify the advantages of method also. Okay, so briefly explain, and the explained content, the author action, we update the manuscript by presenting our contributions in section 1. We need to give the action. So you can write like this. The above mentioned paragraph is included in the section 1, paragraph 3, like that we can mention what are the action you've taken. Okay? And also nowadays the senior scientists and senior researchers can refuse the reviewer's comment also. Okay, this is it will happen this after more years of your experience. Okay, so we can refuse the comment also, but in the beginning stage we do not refuse. We just try to answer all the questions. Okay, try to complete answer of reviewer comments. So I conclude my presentation. Okay, so before writing your manuscript, think before writing, choose the right journal, use the right procedure to write. Okay, you have to follow the target journal, and you have to find the target journal, and also you have to find the guidelines of the target journal. Give importance to English language. So this is very important. Okay, and just you can. My suggestion is you can approach some service providers also, because most of the Indian papers are rejected in the editor level based on that is English language only. Okay, but even though they are having a weightage of papers, so the many papers, the SCA, SAE journals, the editors are rejecting due to English language. Okay, so just otherwise you can get help from your colleagues, that is English department colleagues, or you can approach some English service providers also, because we have to pass the initial stages. Initially the editors go through the English language, the presentation of the paper, and the highlight of your manuscript. Okay, then only they will assign the associate editors or reviewers for reviewing your paper. Okay? And most important is avoid plagiarism. Okay, so it is nowadays a big problem in beginners. Okay, so plagiarism. Okay, so you just very ensure with plagiarism. So it should be nowadays. Okay, that is less than 10% is okay, good, but so try to come down minimum, that is maximum, that is less than 5%. Okay, get aware of plagiarism. It will give trouble in future, right? Not now. Suppose if you give plagiarism more than 30% or 40%, okay, after actually 5 years or 2 years or 3 years, definitely you will get notice, okay, from the journal. So be aware of plagiarism also. Okay, so ensure your paper is up to date in right content. Okay, suppose if you write paper 10 years back technology, but it should be accommodate with some recent state of arts. Okay, so ensure your paper is up to date in right content. Okay, use the correct article structure based on your guidelines of the target journal. Write a good cover letter. Okay, cover letter is also important for impressing the editor. Okay, a response to the reviewers properly, even you disagree. Okay, if you disagree your comments, also response properly after getting revision or something. Okay. So any questions? So I conclude my presentation here. So thanks for watching. Am I completing? Any questions?
Participants, if you have any doubts, you can unmute and ask.
Hello.
Yes.
Sir, can you explain how to write the article in literature review in Harvard style?
How to write an article literature review in here?
Harvard style.
I can't get you, ma'am. Please, your voice is breaking.
There are so many styles, na, like APA style or Harvard style, na?
Uh-huh.
If I want to write an article in Harvard style, how can I write in literature review?
You're asking about pivot.
Sorry, sir.
I can't get your question, ma'am.
Just a second, sir. I will type in the chat box.
Yes, yes, please, please, please. Your voice is breaking, ma'am. Any questions? Yes, ma'am. Actually, so while writing the literature review, okay, so in Harvard style, you are asking about Harvard style, okay. So, you need to observe the implementation and that is exact output of your the existing paper. Okay, so in the literature review, so you need to give what are the technologies, what are the implementation they have done. Okay, and also you can compare with some results also. So if you like to compare that based on that result, you can directly mention the outcome of that is the result of the that existing paper. Okay, so like that you can include in the literature review. Okay, so each and every literature is can be included with the technology they done and the outcome they done. Okay, and the result of they have done. So like that you can like one by one statement. Okay, each and every citation can be included in the literature review. Any questions?
Sir, there are questions in the chat box. Shall I read it for you?
Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes.
Is proposal writing same as paper writing? What are the measures to be taken?
Actually, the proposal writing is different than the paper writing. Actually, based on my experience, the proposal should be satisfy the panel members of the funding agency. Okay, and also it should be related to society. Okay, definitely, obviously, the proposal should be give benefit to the society. Okay, but in the paper writing, you are focusing the technology point of view. Okay, and as well as application, but you are taking any specific area of the application, but the proposal is completely benefit to the society. Okay, so that point of view you can write the proposal and paper writing also. So the second question, shall I read? While writing paper, and Mr. Srihari asking, while writing paper, which one we should start from? Okay, so we discussed now. So this is not a fixed one. Okay, you can start with your own comfort also. But my suggestion is you start with implementation, and after implementation, you will receive result. And after resulting, you frame, you construct some figures or tables. So based on that, you can start your work. Okay, but suppose if you have already have a idea, okay, you can start with the abstract itself also. So this is not there is no specific that is procedure is there, but some scientists and specialists are telling you have to start with the figures and tables, and then go with the discussion and methodology, and then abstracting, and finally you can give the titles. Okay, So this is not a mandatory, and as per your comfort, you can start. But my suggestion is you start with implementation and results. And next question, what is impact factor, and on that basis journal, which journal we should choose to publish our paper. So impact factor is nothing but the citation of their particular article and publication of documents. Okay, impact factor is calculated based on the citation of particular journal. For example, I am giving Journal of Intelligent and Fuzzy Systems. Okay, they are calculating the citation, overall citation of the journal. Okay, and also published journal, number of divided by published journal, they are calculating. Okay, but we can judge the quality of the journal based on impact factor as well as cite factor as well as H index. Okay, so many factors are there. One of the factor is impact factor. Okay, so but so we can't fix it with the impact factor. You have to focus on impact factor, cite factor, H index, and also quartile, that is Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 also. So based on that, you can conclude your that is a target journal. Next question. As a student, sir, how can we do a case study on a specific area? Yes, for example, if you case study means if you're science students, you can take any scenario. Okay, you can apply any technology on real time. Okay, for example, in the machine or any. For example, if you are a mechanical student, you can apply your technology on mechanical manner, that is equipment or any machine manner. Okay, so like that you can that is study the performance of the equipment. Okay, so that is called a case study. The real time study is called the case study. Okay, you have to case study, for example, first 1 hour how it is giving performance, second 1 hour how it is giving performance. So like that you can take the study accordingly, you can present in the paper also. In the next question, any fund support for students to do research project in India? Yes, of course, many fund is supported by particularly the very big organization, that is agency DST, giving for students. Okay, many funds are giving for students also. Okay, that is ISRO is giving a fund for students pursuing ME, MTech, pursuing PhD students also. Okay, ISRO is giving, DRDO also giving. Okay, DRDO, and so many fund agencies are there, government fund agencies are there. Okay, and also the private funding agencies, the TCS giving more fund for students, TCS, Millennium also giving more fund. Okay. So another question, how can we do a case study on artificial intelligence, neural networks and neural language? Yes, you can give case studies if you construct a robot or any machine, okay, any machine which contains artificial intelligence or neural network. So you can give a case study. So it is obviously possible for based on artificial intelligence, but we have to implement the real time as a real time scenario. Okay? So, for example, if you apply artificial intelligence or any patients, suppose if you construct a device, okay, for understanding or recognizing the face expression or the feelings of patients or like that. So, the real-time scenario can be possible on that constructed device also. Any other questions?
Any other questions?
Shall I stop sharing now?
Okay, sir.
Thank you very much.
A very pleasant morning to one and all once again. I feel honored to present the vote of thanks for the national level webinar on the art of writing a best research paper, organized by Dr. NGP Institute of Technology. First of all, I'd like to thank the management our beloved Madam Secretary, Dr. Tamini Palniswamy, and our Principal, Dr. K. Purkumaran, for having allowed us to organize this event. Next, I'd like to thank the convener of the program, Dr. S.P. Sudha, head of the Computer Science and Engineering Department, for organizing the webinar. I'd like to thank the coordinators, Ms. P. Anita, Ms. C. Vinodini, Ms. Ella Suchitra, and Ms. T. Primya, assistant professors of the CSE department, for having put in a lot of effort in making this event successful. I'd like to express my heartfelt gratitude to our chief guest, Dr. Muthukumaran ma'am, for readily accepting the invitation and sparing your valuable time with us, sir. I'd also like to thank you for your excellent coverage on the important areas involved in the art of writing a research paper. Now, I'd like to thank all the participants for being a part of the webinar. Thank you all. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Shall I leave, ma'am?
Yes, sir, you can.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank